If you want to learn a little bit about growing up in Russia and growing up during the time where the Soviet Union collapsed, and if you want to learn how to say another Russian phrase, then keep on watching.
What has happened? What are we fighting for? Now we can't go back and we can't move on. No point to pretend anymore. Better not judge. I'm not keeping score.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we are going to be talking about growing up in Russia, and especially growing up during the time when the Soviet Union collapsed. And I'm not going to be talking like about my whole childhood and the whole story, because that would just be too long of the video, but I am gonna share a few stories from my childhood that I think you would find interesting, because they are kind of interesting. Before we start, I do want to do a huge shout out to all of my Patreons. Thank you so much for supporting this channel and supporting these videos and keeping these videos coming. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're new to this channel, click that bell notification so you get notified every single time I upload a new video. And let's just get right into it. Growing up in Russia, it's definitely a different experience from growing up here in the United States, at least as far as I know. A lot of you ask me to share the stories. I think I get at least a few questions every single video I post to speak in Russian and then share some of my stories. So I decided to make a video about it. So I was born in USSR, the Soviet Union. When the Soviet Union collapsed, I was still pretty young, like very young. So it should kind of give you an idea of how old I am if you don't know yet. But I do remember a few things from that time that kind of stuck in my memory, and I'm gonna share them. So the first thing that I do remember when the Soviet Union was collapsing is I remember waking up one morning. Me and my brother woke up and we shared the room at that time, and he ran to the kitchen to grab some food or something. I don't remember what it was, and he looked at the window and he saw tanks going down the road. So he screamed for our mom and our dad, and I remember I ran up to the kitchen as well and looked outside the window, and I saw tanks coming down the road, and we were both very confused on what was going on, and we had no idea. And my parents were confused as well because they didn't know what was going on. And seeing tanks going down the road when it's not like part of a parade, it was kind of strange. I mean, growing up in Moscow, there are tanks everywhere. We have a huge park that has like old military tanks and helicopters in it. Going to the museums, I would see tanks everywhere. So I saw tanks growing up, but I've never seen them just going down our road. And especially going down our road, we didn't leave in the very central part of Moscow, but we're still like somewhat close to the center, but not quiet. So seeing tanks going down the road is not like a normal occurrence in our neighborhood. So that was very interesting. Another thing I remember is after the Soviet Union collapsed in Russia, there was not a lot of things left. There was not a lot of foods or anything because we didn't have the import-export relationships set up yet, so there was not a lot of things there. And I remember my mom would go to a grocery store to get some food, and she would always bring me with her because I was so little, and grocery stores have very huge lines to not only get to the store but get little food that they had. Usually it would be just some bread, some grains like rice and oatmeal, maybe some meats, maybe some salami, just like all the basic things that you would need. We would stay in line for hours, and if my mom brought me with her, then some of the people would let her come in front of them or cut in line because they saw that she has a little girl with her, a little kid that needs to be fed. That kind of helped us to get some food to feed the family. It was the family of 5 at that time, because it was me, my brother, my dad, my mom, and we also took care of my grandma, which was my mom's grandma. So it was 5 of us, and feeding a family of 5, especially with 2 kids, requires quite a bit of food. So I remember that, and that memory stuck in my brain like it was yesterday. I don't remember much besides that, but I remember that. Another thing that I remember is we didn't have like any fast food places like McDonald's or anything during the Soviet era. And once the Soviet Union collapsed, a lot of American products started coming in. And I remember the opening of the first McDonald's. I think it was I don't know, 1995, 97, something like that. I don't remember the exact year, but I remember when it first opened and the line was so huge to get in there and try it. It was ridiculous. Me and my family, we didn't go to the opening day to McDonald's, but we did go like a few days later because we really wanted to try it. We've never really tried any American foods. We never really had any American things. It was very cool thing for us to try. So I remember we went there and the line was huge and we waited outside for quite a long time and got in there and got our, God, what did I get? I think I just got like a plain cheeseburger and my brother got one thing. We all were allowed to have one thing because at that time we didn't have a lot of money and it was like a cool experience. So that was pretty unique. And then after that there was like more and more McDonald's is opening up. Another thing that I remember is going to kindergarten. I had a pretty unusual experience going to kindergarten. I think I went to like 3 or 4 different ones, and the reason for that is because I didn't like them or they didn't offer the services that my parents needed. So both of my parents worked full-time when I was growing up, so they were gone for the most of the day, and my great-grandma couldn't fully take care of me because she was pretty old and she had a very hard time walking or doing anything. There was nobody to take care of me while my parents were at work, so they sent me to a kindergarten where I was there for the whole week. I was there from Monday morning till Friday night. So my dad would drop me off on Monday mornings and I would pretty much live there until Friday night, and then my parents would pick me up and I would spend weekends with my family. The kindergarten in Russia, it's not just like you go there and you just play with kids and, you know, people take care of you. They actually have classes, they teach you things. I started to learn how to read and write in kindergarten and how to do basic math and all of the basic things. I remember every Monday morning before my dad would drop me off, I would stop by a store and he would buy me a bunch of candy, like enough for a whole week. So every kid would bring like a sack or a bag of candy with them for the whole week, kind of as a dessert. My dad would buy me all the candy that I wanted and I would bring it to kindergarten, and then me and other kids would trade candy because, you know, we wanted something that we didn't have. So we would always trade candy, or we would trade candy for like certain books or something like that, or other things that the kids have. So that was a pretty different or fun experience, I guess. Yes, I didn't get to spend as much time like with my family during the week as other kids did, kids who like didn't go to that kindergarten, but I was surrounded by my friends for 5 days straight and I was learning a lot and having a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that kindergarten. It was definitely a very unique experience, and it prepared me for school, for first grade and the rest of my learning, schooling experience. So anyways, growing up in Russia, going or living through the Soviet Union collapse was tough and it was different. I wouldn't trade it for anything. It definitely helped me become who I am today. I think it helped me be a stronger person and a better person overall, and have appreciation for basic things like food and having shelter, having roof over my head, and just, you know, living life to the fullest with whatever I have. I'm super glad that I was born and raised in Russia. I think this is gonna be it for this video. Let me know what you thought about it. If there are any specific stories you want me to talk more about, or if you want me to touch base more on the Russian culture, or like my teenage years or my school experience, whatever it might be, let me know in the comments down below. And as always, don't forget to like this video or dislike, and subscribe if you're new to this channel. Hit that bell notification so you get notified every single time I upload a new video. And I'll see you guys next time. So for the Russian phrase of the day or of the week, I'm gonna try to do it every video. So, but anyways, the Russian phrase that we're gonna learn today is gonna be the very basic, simple one that I think anybody should know if you ever plan on going to Russia or if you just want to learn Russian. It's going to be, hello, my name is so-and-so, Evie. So that's what we're gonna learn today. Hello, my name is Evie. And the way you say it is, Привет, меня зовут Evie. Do it again. So hello would be привет. My name is would be меня зовут, and then you would say your name. So привет, меня зовут Evie. If you were talking to somebody who's older than you are, or if you're in a formal setting, then instead of привет, you might want to say здравствуйте, which is a little bit more complicated, so maybe I'll say that for next time. Yeah, let's just stick with привет. So, привет, меня зовут Evie. Привет, меня зовут Evie. Hello, my name is Evie. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. If you want me to teach you a specific phrase or a specific word, leave it in the comments below and maybe we'll make it into my next video. Oh, maybe we should do this. How about that? Whatever you want to learn in Russian, comment down below, and whichever comment is gonna have the most likes, that I'm gonna teach you that in my next video. But it cannot be inappropriate. It cannot be any swear words or anything inappropriate. If the highest voted phrase is inappropriate, then I'm gonna pick the next one down, only because I don't want to teach swear words or inappropriate things on this channel. So yeah, let's just do that. So whatever you want to learn, drop it in the comments down below. Once again, привет, меня зовут Evie. Hello, my name is Evie.
What has happened? What are we